Imagine this. You finally get the courage to ask your teen if everything is okay, and they explode. I'm fine. Just leave me alone. Slam, door closed. Or worse, their eyes go flat. They shrug and say, it doesn't even matter anymore. Well, as a parent, those moments can break your heart. You know something's wrong. Maybe you've discovered the porn use, the late night phone glow under the door, the mood swings. But when you try to help, you hit a wall of either crushing shame or total indifference. Hi, parents. I'm Matt Bulkley, psychotherapist and co founder of Therapy Associates. On this channel, we help parents like you guide your teen through pornography addiction with hope and real strategies. Today, I want to talk about the two biggest emotional roadblocks that I see in almost every family that I work with: shame, that paralyzes your teen, and apathy, that quietly lets the addiction take deeper root. But here's the good news: there's a healthy middle ground: constructive guilt. And that can actually become the fuel for lasting change. So if you're exhausted from walking on eggshells, worried about your teen, that he's slipping further away, or just unsure how to talk about this without making it worse, this video is for you. We're going to break down exactly what shame and apathy look like, why they're so dangerous, and give you practical step-by-step ways to guide your teen toward real healing. So stay with me. This could be the turning point that you've been praying for. Well, let's start with shame, the emotion that weighs on your teen like a ton of bricks. Shame doesn't just say, I did something bad. It says, I am bad, I'm broken, I'm unworthy of love. And after a relapse, thoughts like, I'm a total failure or no one would want me if they knew, take over. This isn't motivation, it's paralysis. And research from the psychology of addictive behavior shows that teens overwhelmed by shame are far less likely to reach out for help. Instead, they isolate, hide, and often turn back to porn to numb the pain, creating a vicious cycle. In my practice, I've seen teens literally shut down, avoiding family, skipping school activities, convinced they're fundamentally flawed. And as parents, the most powerful thing you can do is to create a judgment-free zone. Let them know, I love you no matter what you've done. We're in this together. And that simple message can start melting the shame and open the door to honest conversation. Now, the opposite extreme, apathy. This is when your teen seems to stop caring altogether. Whatever, it's not a big deal. Everyone does it. Relapses get brushed off like they mean nothing. And on the surface, apathy looks calmer than shame, but it's just as dangerous. It numbs the conscience and disconnects your teen from their own values and future. Studies in the Journal of Clinical Psychology show that prolonged apathy leads to a steep drop in motivation. Without that internal alarm saying, this matters, there's no drive to change. So watch for the signs: flat affect, loss of interest in things they used to love, dismissing consequence. Apathy offers fake relief, but it quietly entrenches the addiction. The antidote: gently help them reconnect with what they care about. Ask, well, what kind of life do you really want? Who do you want to become? Remind them, without lecturing, why this fight is worth it. The goal is the balance center, which is constructive guilt. This is guilt that says, well, I don't like what I did and I'm capable of doing better. It focuses on the behavior, not the person, and turns regret into forward momentum. Healthy guilt is a sign that your teen still cares about their values. It becomes the spark that says, I want help. I want to change. Research shows that when guilt is processed constructively, it actually predicts better recovery outcomes. And I've watched teens transform when they land here. One client that we'll call Eric went from drowning in shame and flirting with, I don't care, to saying, I hate that I relapsed, but I'm not giving up. Joining a recovery group reminded him of his deeper desire for real connection, and that constructive guilt became his fuel. You can help your teen get here by modeling self-compassion, encouraging reflection, and celebrating growth over perfection. So parents, here are the practical steps that you can start today. And for a deeper dive on each of these steps, see previous videos where these steps are covered with greater specifics. So number one, establish open communication. create a regular low-pressure check-in where feelings can be shared without any fear of judgment. 2, so learn together. Explore reliable resources on porn's effects as a family. Knowledge reduces shame and it builds teamwork. 3rd, implement loving boundaries. Set clear rules around devices and technology and behavior and explained with care, not criticism. Number 4, promote professional support. Consider a therapist specializing in pornography addiction and resources like the Recovery Toolbox for Teens, complete with the Breaking Free Workbook, Parent Guide, and the 101 Tips for Quitting Porn have helped so many families that I worked with. So get it at the website, therapyassociates.net. It's in the bookstore link, and it's the blue toolbox. The brown one is the adult version. And 5, celebrate small victories. Notice and praise every step forward. A sober day, an honest conversation, a new healthy habit. All of these things matter. And 6, extra tools. Encourage journaling, social connection, reconnecting with personal values, involvement in a faith community, engaging in rigorous exercise, doing mindfulness activities, and joining a recovery group to keep emotions balanced. Parents, this journey is hard, but it's not hopeless. By understanding the dangers of shame and apathy, and then guiding your teen toward healthy guilt, you're giving them the greatest gift, a path to real freedom and self-respect. And you're already showing up. That's huge. Keep going. Now, if this video helped, please hit like, subscribe, and comment below. What's the biggest emotional hurdle that you're facing right now? Links to the Recovery Toolbox and more resources are in the video description. And thank you for being the kind of parent who fights for your teen. Together, we can help them build a brighter future. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.